Welcome guys for another exercise on Leetcode. It's about shuffling strings. Let's try to understand the exercise. Given a string S and an integer array indices of the same length, the string S will be shuffled such that the character in the ith position moves to indices of I in the shuffle string. Return the shuffle string. So we have an example like this. This is our string code lift, and indices, it's an array. Alright. So our output, in our output, it starts from 0, and at index 0 we have L. That's why we see this L here. Then 1, E, then 2, E. Basically, we take a letter and we insert inside the output at the position of the indexes in the array. Okay. This is a second example here. Now we have our string ABC, and they should respect the order 0, 1, 2, which is a natural order. So basically returns the same thing. Now let's look this third example. So this is our input. We have A, I, O, H, N. Alright, which is and our indices array is 3, 1, 4, 2, 0. So our output will look something like this. Let's start with index 0. So that's index 0 here, it's N. So we have N, and then who is at index 1? Here is it, that is I, and then index 2 is H, index 3 is A, and index 4 is O. Meow. So that's what we obtain here. Let me just comment this. Sorry. So we see that we have to loop through this index and this array in order to constitute this output. So how do we do that? First of all, we are going to have our output, which is going to be probably an empty array that will be looping. As we are looping, we will be constructing this output here. Alright, and at the end we definitely return that output as basic. Okay, so I think we should loop through this string, which means it's going to start with C, and we'll get the index of C in the array, in the indices array. So we can see that C is at index 4. So we go to our output at index 4 and insert the C there. So we'll be looping through the string and verify inside the indices array. So let's go to the node console so that you can see the for loop I want to use. So let's open the node console. So we can use a normal for loop. I'm trying to use the for loop. You understand why? So if I have my string having the text hello, you can see that if I do a for loop, so for every character in the string, let me just let me not call it character, let me just call it C. So I'm console.log .c. So this for loop loops through our string, and while it loops through, in fact, let's just display the output. So you can see it loops through the string and collect the indices. I don't know if that's useful for us. Yeah, I think that's useful. Okay, let's do another example. If my string, no, it's okay, I don't need a second example. So basically this for loop loops through the string and collects the indices. This is the indices. So to come back to our example, what if as we're looping here, we will see that C is at index 0 from this set index 0 inside the string, and then we go to index 0 in the indices arrow. So this is the indices array. At position 0 we have 4. So since we have 4, we're going to collect this C that brought us to this 4 and put it at index 4 of the output. So let's get our for loop running. So we have our different indices inside our string S. This is S given as a parameter. Okay, so I have my index. So what do? I remember this is the index of the character inside the string array. Like here, H is at index 0. So what do? I check the indices of our character inside the indices array. Let me just do that. And then I collect, like this is the case for C, is at index 0 here. And then I come to the indices array, I collect what is at indices 0, which is 4. So let's call it the output index. I collect the output index, and this is it here, this 4. And then when I collect the output index, I take the original character, which was C. So take original character, which is C, and I insert inside the output array. at the position of the output index. Okay, so let's implement these comments in code. So I check the index of the character inside the index array. So we are starting with C, and inside our string C is at index 0. So we go to the indices array at position 0. So our output index, what is it? Remember, we started with C and we come here at index 0 of the indices array. We get 4. How do we get that 4? It's the indices array of the original index, that is 0 here. Okay, so this is the output index, and then so this is we just collected. Now in fact, I don't need to check, I just need to go there and collect. So let's put here, okay, and then I'll take the original character. Now what is the original character? The original character is at S of index. Remember, index here is 0 at position C. So S of 0 is C. So we collect C, I will insert inside the output array. And to insert in JavaScript is output dot push. So now I'm not just going to push, I have to push at a specific location. Let's check on Google how to do that. I think you can just, let's try that with the console. It's simple. So if I have an array like this which is empty, and I say array at position 2, insert hello, this becomes our array. You can see this is position, what is that? Maybe it's because, okay, it's okay. So there are 2 empty items. So we have 0, 1, and this is 2 here. So this is at index 2, meaning that if I do array.length, I get 3. There are 3 elements right now. So 2 empty spaces and hello. So this is what we're going to do here. So we don't need to push inserts at the end, but we want to insert at a specific index. So inside the output array, at inside the output array, at the output index, we're going to put the original character, which is this. Progressively this will build up as the for loop progresses to the end, and then we can return. So let's just print it out so that we can see what the output looks like. We got some errors. Output is not defined. We need to debug that. It's output with a T. Okay, so let's run again. Okay, so we have Leetcode. Remember, we constructed our output like an array here, and we need to convert it to a string because it's waiting for a string, which is the array the join like this returns, convert this to string. So I can also console log the join part. Let's run the final submission. And that's basically it. I can just remove the comments. And this, and run again. This is alright. Okay, I can remove this final comment. So this is about it. Alright guys, see you for another video.